was on assignment. So you got me, your girl, Noni Juice, holding it down. And, of course, Kyle Wallace. And we cannot forget the amazing Benjamin holding it down on the ones and twos for us. How are y'all doing today, real quick, before we get into this amazing interview we have?
I'm doing fantastic. Can't complain. Monday, even though it's a little bit cloudy out, I'm still on a positive vibe.
Awesome. What about you, Benjamin?
It's amazing. You know, I'm feeling good. I didn't get hit with a chair over this weekend, so I'm okay.
Yeah, you didn't get hit with a chair. I didn't either, and I don't think Kyle did. But we're going to talk about who did get hit with a chair after this interview. So right now we have on the line Lenny Cass from JCC Rainbow Day Camp. How you doing, Mr. Lenny?
I am doing great. I'm looking out at our camp here, looking at smiling kids, being kids outside. What could be better than that?
Amazing, exactly. And you are the executive director of JCC Rainbow Day Camp, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit more about what the Rainbow Day Camp is and what all you guys do.
Well, the Albert and Ann Desher JCC Rainbow Day Camp is out in Fredonia, and we're a day camp for kids to sign up primarily from the North Shore of Milwaukee. But we have a unique program which we call Road to Rainbow, where we partner with different agencies throughout the city of Milwaukee and bring them out to camp so they can get different experiences. We partner with United Community Center. We've partnered with All Hands Boatworks to get kids to come out and have an opportunity to be out in the country and try new things. Today we've got a group from Easter Seals in southeastern Wisconsin here joining us. We get companies and individuals to help with paying for that, and we give kids experiences they'll never have an opportunity to get.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Lenny. And the big thing that for me is that understanding the great thing about diversity and being able to give kids different experiences with different people. So can you just talk about the importance of being able to have this day camp out in Fredonia where you have people of all different backgrounds, young kids of all different backgrounds, being able to interact and grow with one another and being able to just have access to people they may not grow up around in their neighborhoods?
Well, I think you've got two different points there. The one point is bringing kids from throughout the area, because kids are kids. And when they're playing in the sandbox or climbing on the climbing wall, they're kids. And I believe that we would have a much nicer community if we could just get all our kids from different parts of the community together. Let them play. Let them see that people from the north side, the south side, all over the city, they're kids. Then you also have the opportunity to bring kids out that might not get an opportunity to come out here. The other day we had a group out here, and some of the kids have never ridden bikes before. These
Wow.
are fourth graders. And we have a whole bunch of bikes here, and the kids are riding the bikes, and they're going, Lenny, look at me. I'm riding a bike. And I'm going, yes. And another child got a chance to pick up a frog in our man-made lagoon. He'd never seen a real frog, and it was just the most incredible thing. He was chasing a frog. You don't get that sometimes in some of the neighborhoods. So that's what we're trying to provide, experiences and also getting everybody together, because when it all boils down, we're all people, we're all kids, and they all want to have fun. And then we want to get them off the Internet. Isn't it nice to get these kids off the Internet, get them off their tablets?
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I tell you, we've got 400 kids out here today, and there's not one of them sitting in front of a TV or on a phone. And we've got some middle schoolers here, and I'll tell you, they're running around, and they're not even worried about their phone because they're chasing butterflies, climbing on the climbing tower, going in the pool.
Right, being kids like they should be.
Correct, and getting people from throughout the community together, whether it's kids from the south side of Milwaukee, from our Hmong area, or our Hispanic, or throughout the whole city of Milwaukee. Get them out, and let's just start working together. And there's a lot of kids that they have nothing to do. But let's get them busy at a camp, and that's what we're trying to do.
Truth Nation, we are now tapped in with Lenny. We are now tapped in with Lenny Cass, executive director of the Jewish Community Center Rainbow Day Camp. With that being said, Lenny, my question to you is, because, I like how you elaborated on the fact that kids need to be unplugged. But one thing that sparked my interest is, could you tell us a little bit about your new water safety program for the Road to Rainbow campers and how important water is to one's community?
Well, it's really, really important. We got a number of our partnering agencies. The kids are coming in, they don't have access to pools. They don't have access to swim lessons. Well, when they come out, most of our groups come for a week. We can't teach a child how to swim in a week, but we sure can teach them how the importance of safety. We put kids in life jackets and put them on boats, but have we ever put them in the water with a life jacket? If you've never been in the water with a life jacket, you don't know how the life jacket will save you. You don't know lay on your back. So and also reaching. If your friend falls in the water, we don't just jump in. We've got to do reaching. So we do some of those things. And then we partner with some of our agencies to bring groups down to the Jewish Community Center in Whitefish Bay and actually teach them to swim in a longer period, a 6-week period. And we've had some real success with that, with kids really getting a chance. Wouldn't it be nice if more kids in our community got exposed to water safety and what to do if something happens near the water?
That is so important, talking about water safety as well, being able to understand. And again, I'm just happy about the experiences. I remember when I went to a camp back in the day and just having that experience to be able to go away from family and be at some camp and be around other kids as well was something that was so important. And really, Lenny, just the last question here. Can you tell us how our Truth Nation fans can find out more about the JCC's Rainbow Day Camp and support your community-based programs? And also, I'm assuming this, a lot of this is free for the people that come from the community-based organizations, correct?
Yes, it is. I get companies, grants, individuals that help support us. All you need to do is go to jcc.org, and then you can scroll there, go to the Rainbow Day Camp, and it'll help you. And you can contact me or anybody at the JCC, and we'll get you involved. I also like to invite some of you radio personalities. Come on out for the day.
Okay, now.
You need to do your radio show from here with kids. We'll have to work on that.
Yeah, that's something that we could definitely do. Kyle love the kids.
Benjamin love the kids too. Now I'll definitely go down there and teach them how to swim if need be. Okay, Lydia. Just reach out to us. Let us know. We're all pretty happy individuals here, and I'm pretty certain we'll be good role models for the children down at your JCC Rainbow Day Camp.
Sounds great. Thanks for everything you guys are doing, and we hope to see you out of camp.
Yes. That was Lenny Cass, the executive director at the JCC Rainbow Day Camp. And with the JCC Rainbow Day Camp, you can definitely find out more information. The camp actually ends this week, but it's something that you can definitely get involved in and have your child or family member get involved in next year. And y'all talked about swimming, right?
Yeah.
You see Aquaman? You see the new Aquaman?
Yeah. Listen, it's good training. Look like we need to start training. Throw the life vest on. Start training to help our fellow peoples out.
Definitely need to, because I'm one of those people who need to learn. I was on the swim team, but I couldn't swim.
How was that even possible? So you never competed in a varsity event?
I never got to compete.
So what was the point of her being on the team if you can't swim?
Because I was learning how to swim.
That competitive swim is not meant to teach you how to swim.
Well, they said I could be on the team and learn how to swim. They were going to teach me how to learn how to swim. They taught me as far as where I had to come up to breathe and keep swimming.
What? They just added you on because you was black.
That is not true. They had enough. They had black girls on there.
Well, I guess it's probably a lot of non-black girls on that thing. So what do you mean come up for air? To what are you swimming underwater the whole time?
No, you know how you can swim and you do your strokes, but when you run out of breath, you gotta tilt your head to the side and go.
You couldn't do that, huh?
And when I would try to lift my head to get the air,
wait,
I would start sinking.
Wait a minute. Explain this to me. So can you or can you not swim? Because
I can't swim.
So if you can't swim, so were you standing up straight in the water going?
No. So I could swim at the time. This was 10 years ago now. I could swim to the part.
How as an adult do you forget how to swim in 10 years?
I could swim to the point where I could hold my breath. So that was just for 10, 15 seconds.
That's not holding your breath. Is not swimming.
Yeah, bro. Come on now.
So you mean to tell me you're breathing underwater? You're holding your breath, correct?
No, what I'm saying is
underwater. Are you holding your breath? Yes or no?
If you can hold your breath underwater, that doesn't equal swimming.
Yeah, you can swim. Matter of fact, you can keep your head out of water and swim.
That's very true too.
They didn't teach me that part.
So
they were
no activity.
They were teaching me. I did. I learned a lot of other things. I was into other things. I did piano. I did tap dance. I did violin. I did other activities. I just wasn't into sports like that. But what I'm saying is they were teaching me how to competitive swim. Do competitive swimmers swim with their head up? No, their head is down under the water.
Why would they
so
teach
they
somebody
taught
who can't
they were
swim how to
teaching me
They
were teaching me how to do it, but by the end of the season, that's when I was learning how to come up for air, and I didn't know how to do it without sinking.
All I know is, Carrie, is
y'all are lame, bro. How do y'all not understand that?
You would have not been any help to our brothers and sisters down there in Montgomery, Alabama this weekend, all right?
How would I not have?
You wouldn't have been able to swim.
You would have had to come up from air and would have stopped.
Only one person swam over to that. You know what? We're going to get into the Alabama River Boat Brawl when we come back. You're listening to Nothing But The Truth with Melanie Ricks, who is on assignment.
Nothing But The Truth with Melanie Ricks returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's that time, Wisconsin. The Wisconsin State Fair is back. From Thursday, August 3rd to Sunday, August 13th, check out the Wonder Fair Wheel, Spin City amusement ride and game area, and of course, all the crazy yet tasty new food options, such as the deep fried bacon cheese curd, a seaweed fish sandwich, loaded potato kettle corn, and many of your fan favorites. Vendors will accept cash inside the State Fair, but parking and admission will be cashless. So make sure you come prepared for the 11 days of fun.
Here's to the Living Room Dance Studios and to the Backyards hosting victory celebrations. Here's to the minivans doubling as dance team buses and all the SUVs serving as victory parades. American Family Insurance protects your house and your car because they know they mean more than that. They're the launching pad to your dreams. And now you can save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. Get a quote, find an agent, and learn about our discounts at amfam.com. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. American Family Insurance, insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Milwaukee Health Services Incorporated has expanded its services to include the Northside Milwaukee Health Center's Family Medicine Residency Program. Join us for our Welcome to the Neighborhood Health Fair on Monday, August 7th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Isaac Cogs Heritage Health Center, 8200 West Silver Spring Drive. This is your chance to meet the 14 new physicians now serving our community. Milwaukee Health Services Incorporated, in collaboration with the Medical College of Wisconsin and Freighter Health, has created Wisconsin's first teaching health center. Enjoy food, fun, and resources including finding a doctor, health screenings, and health insurance enrollment. Apply for WIC, Women, Infant, and Children Program. The Welcome to the Neighborhood Health Fair, Monday, August 7th, 1 to 4 p.m. at the Isaac Cogs Heritage Health Center. This event is supported by MHS Health Wisconsin. For more information, please call Pamela Clark at 414-267-2655 or visit MHSI.org. Milwaukee Health Services Incorporated. Your health is our business.
At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their community uplift loans could be for you. Loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as one business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a community uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725. Visit AssociatedBank.com or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they got your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
The lives of almost all Americans have been affected by the Social Security Act since it was signed into law on August 14, 1935. For those unable to work due to health problems, there are two main types of disability benefits paid by the Social Security Administration: Social Security Disability Insurance, also called SSDI, and Supplemental Security Income, also known as SSI. I'm attorney Lauren Zwerlein from Tabak Law, and we offer free consultations to everyone. Call Tabak for the payback. TabakAttorneys.com.
Nothing But The Truth with Melanie Ricks returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
If you buck, boy, look. 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 J on the track, boy, look. If you look, if you look, if you buck, boy, look. If you buck, look. If you get around, it's going down.
Yeah, well I'm a toe holding on your damn street, stomping, jumping, bumping every cork off in this damn thing. Throwing the balls up at these soldiers. period blended from their nose. But when we start, that's when we make them hit the flow. Ain't
What
no game
it
on
do,
this thing.
Truth Nation? You are tuned into Nothing But The Truth with Melanie Riggs, who was on assignment. So you got me, your girl, Noni Juice, filling in with Kyle Wallace and Benjamin, who picked a very appropriate song. And if y'all are not
Negro spiritual.
literally, and if y'all are not tapped in on our YouTube page, you can see us live right now at 101.7 The Truth, because Benjamin was literally just going in on the camera.
Subscribe and follow.
Please do. You can see us live all day long, y'all.
Please like and share.
Yes, please like and share. But if you guys have not already heard, and as the reason why Ben is playing Nuck If You Buck, because our black folks was definitely nucking if you bucking over the weekend, where several people were detained after a fight breaks out. Well, I wouldn't call it just a fight. After a black security officer was brutally assaulted by a group of white folks while he was just trying to do his job in Montgomery, Alabama at the Riverfront Park in Alabama, Benjamin, you got some audio to let the people know what's going on.
Tonight we're following breaking news near Montgomery's Riverfront Park. A fight beside the river has led to multiple arrests. Welcome to the news at 10. I'm Brady Talbert. A viewer sent us this video which shows the fight just feet from the water. A witness claims it started because a pontoon boat was blocking the dock where a riverboat was trying to park. You can see more people jumping in as that fight played out. Well, soon after, Montgomery police arrived at the scene. They say a large group of people were involved in this brawl. Our crew saw people in handcuffs. MPD says several people have been detained and any charges are pending tonight.
All right, I don't like that explanation. They didn't get to the nitty gritty and the meat and bones
Get
of
to
what
the juice,
actually
juice.
happened. Okay, so did you guys? You saw the video? You saw the full video, Kyle and Ben?
Oh, I saw it all, baby. I saw it all. I couldn't take my eyes off it.
Okay, so really what happened was the black security officer was just trying to do his job and let these white folks know who had this pontoon boat, I think is what it's called.
Yep.
It was in the way of what was like a ferry,
A steamboat.
a steamboat, a big old steamboat was trying to park. They had to circle around multiple times because these white folks did not want to move their boat. They got off this boat.
Well, because he tried to, so the
he tried to move it.
The security guard tried to touch their boat and move their boat.
Yep, and they didn't like that.
And the white folks
Not
weren't
at all.
going.
So
Them
get
white
your
folks-
dirty hands off of my boat.
One very tan man, he who came out with all red on, he was red, all sunburnt, real ugly. He came and he hit the black man. Black man threw his hat up. He said, "Oh, that's what we own. That's what we own. That's what we own." So they start fighting. But then the pontoon boat's friends jumped the security officer, and that did not go well for them because once that ferry boat, or not ferry boat, what's it called? Steamboat.
That was made in the 1800s.
Yes, once that steamboat on the Alabama shore.
Yeah.
Finally got
These
to
are ancestors
parking.
now.
Finally got to parking that boat. They was like, "Oh, you thought we forgot?" And they ran up on those people on that boat and they beat they behinds. Okay, it was a full-on brawl. They saying it's racially divided. It was, but I mean, hey, for purposeful reasons.
It was a race battle.
I'm not going to label it that, all right? Because at the end of the day, those black people who went down there, they were just being good Samaritans. They were being good Samaritans. They saw an official being beat up, being jumped by some I don't know what you want to call them. I would call them January 6th because they probably went there. January 6th members.
I would call them some irresponsible, reckless thugs.
Because honestly,
on the water.
Honestly, Kyle, I'm glad that we have you here today, Kyle Wallace. Because at the end of the day, I know you know a little bit when it comes down to boat regulations. You having to park a boat. So what would you have done in that scenario when an officer or security guard is letting you know?
Kyle would have moved his boat ASAP.
You gotta understand, I'm a black man in America. We already are over regulated, policed, and ruled. I got people who complain all the time. Well, not all the time, but people who complain just because the brothers on the boat. So. Yeah, no, I would have moved. I just would have had to move the boat because that's the rules. They would have said, "Oh, we have this boat coming in. Can you move it?" I would have said, "For sure." I mean, absolutely. I'm a considerate individual.
Because see, I didn't see why the Caucasian people. I don't see why
did
they didn't
laugh like that?
I don't know. Sometimes I'm just in the character. Sometimes I think about Beavis and Butthead.
That was an evil laugh.
It was. I don't know what that was.
No. So I was thinking to myself, I don't know why they thought there was such a problem for that man to tell them, "Hey, you need to move your boat." My only inkling was
we
the
know
fact.
why.
Well, my only inkling, I'm thinking to myself, maybe they thought that this, was the late 1800s, early 1900s, and told him, no, boy. No, boy.
No.
I'm not going to move nothing.
We in Alabama.
Yeah, because they down south Alabama. I'm certain that, some of their ancestral roots, ancestral DNA got the bubbling a little bit, and so they got hyped. Because one thing that I'm excited about with this whole scenario, how it played out, is the fact is black people stuck together throughout all of this, right? They saw one of their very own. Could have been another George Floyd type of incident, right? Because had this been 50 years ago, 60 years ago, they might have done something to that security guard. They might have actually decided to throw a lynching party, if you will.
He wouldn't have even had that job.
Well, right. He definitely would have got fired. They could have threw a quote-unquote picnic, if you will, for this gentleman. All these types of things could have happened. However, that's not today, all right? We are in 2023, all right? In actuality, that happened on August 5th, 2023, all right? So I don't know about y'all black people, but we might have to turn this into a holiday, all right? Because at the end of the day, like y'all said before, and I've seen it time and time again, we are not our ancestors, all right? When you guys took us from Africa and enslaved us, raped us, and beat us, y'all had us at a weak moment, all right? Because we sat on that boat for 3 months. 3 months, all right, from Africa to over here to the Americas. So when you guys got us, yes, we were weak. But you know what? Today in 2023, we are strong. We are strong, and we're stronger than ever. So the fact is, at the end of the day, for all those black people to come down and rally together, it was such a beautiful moment to be proud to be an American. I'm proud to be an American because this is what happens in America, all right? We don't take that BS.
It's definitely a day that's going to go down in history, and I love that LT texted us in, and you guys can text us or call us in too and give us your thoughts on this at 833-212-1017. But LT sent us a picture of his guy who made some t-shirts, and it says on August 5th, 2023, they messed around and found out.
That's real.
Montgomery. And, obviously it doesn't say messed around. It says another word. But, hey, this is definitely a day that's going to go down that we remember. And social media is eating it up. Oh, my gosh, all the memes.
That's the best part about it. But, no, this is what when privilege goes wrong. When your privilege gets you in a situation. I'm going to tell you this right now. Them folks down south is a little bit different. Because I can tell you right now, I can't imagine this happening in Milwaukee, where some white dudes run up on a boat, just run up on a black dude like that, and then they was throwing hands. I give the white people credit for one thing: they didn't back down. They got beat up, but they got beat up.
They did back down. Some of them backed down. One dude jumped in the river jumped in the river on his own because he was running from the black folks.
But the women kept running up there, catching hits, getting hit over the head. I was very surprised by the caucasity that they had and how they didn't back down like right away. I can't believe that. That was insanity.
I mean, one of the white women I really did feel bad for up until she stole off of one of the sisters, and then the sister grabbed her.
The girl in the red.
That's what I'm saying.
It was a girl in like a teal or
the blue.
Yeah, she wore the blue. Mm-hmm. I was like, dang, don't hit the lady.
So that's the only thing I give them credit for. At least they tried. I mean, they was messed up. They should have never did nothing to that brother. That's what they deserve. What happened?
That's true. That's true.
They got exactly what was coming.
And the fact is, again, we're in 2023, so the mayor actually spoke out.
Black
mayor spoke out. And he said, "Hey, people are being detained as supposed to happen per Caucasian. But we don't know who all is going to be detained. I know that there was a black gentleman who held the chair. I don't know where the chair came from. I have no idea where the chair came from.
The chair was probably on the steamboat.
It could have been, but God damn it, if this was WCW, all right, This would have got should be on pay-per-view, okay? End of the day, because
it was good.
It was great, and then obviously at the end of the day, it's being shared all across of America. And I mean, Kyle, me and you were having this kind of discussion prior to us starting Nothin But The Truth that starts at 12 p.m. At noon each and every day, Monday through Friday, 7 days a week. 24/7, 365. Right. We were having a conversation and we were like, you know what? A lot of times when it comes down to things of this nature, when it's like, hey, how can we be better power players in America? When a lot of times when atrocities happen to us, a lot of times nobody comes to our saving. Nobody throws the cape on for us. However, I think one thing that we need to look at a lot of times when it comes down to this case in Montgomery, Alabama, this river fight, if you will, river brawl, is the fact that black people, we control a lot of social media. We control what gets made cool, what gets shared, and what people put their eyeballs on. So if we actually need to crowd for help, always realize, black people, we have social media, and I feel like we really control it. At the end of the day, we have a black Twitter for a reason, and I think at the end of the day, that's kind of like for our saving. So because had we let this up to be like, to quote unquote white media or whatever, they might have spun this story into a whole bunch of black
But
thugs.
they still are though. Like white media is still like just the article that I read, USA Today, it's just saying several people detained after fight breaks out. No, say what happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't just a fight that broke out randomly that was just racially divided.
Mm-hmm. And see, that's what I'm
Talk
saying.
about what happened, especially when after in the video, all them white folks tried to play victim. They crying and stuff, trying to act like they weren't the reason.
Yeah,
who
crying now. It's all on video.
So a lot of the white media is still trying to make it seem like, oh, just a fight broke out and it was racially divided, when it's like, no, a group of white sunburnt people,
yeah, I like that one, white
Caucasians, came and attacked a black man doing his job.
I'm glad they were,
and they need to say that.
And I'm glad the rest that happened. I'm glad they apprehended the people who were the instigators of this occasion, the instigators of this fight. I mean, what's deeper with it is this sense of, I think it is some racial tension, especially when you're talking about Montgomery, Alabama. I mean, there's definitely some racism that goes on down there, just like we have, they have more non-covert. We have covert racism. They have covert racism down there. But for us, I just think we got to think about, this is kind of odd how black people have just jumped on this, and we have taken so much pride in seeing this occur. And I mean, for me,
this for George Floyd.
No, for real. I was out of commission all day yesterday, so I didn't see anything until 9. And my friends text me like little memes with a chair. He said, "If you see this, you know what's happening." I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. And so finally, I saw the video, and I saw a little snippet. I said, I gotta see more. I gotta see how this whole
drama
thing.
of it all.
I gotta see the whole thing, and seeing the whole thing. I watched it over and over and over.
Yeah.
Just watched it
because it was just that good. Something in your soul was like, yeah.
You see something new every time because you can hear the people voices talking about, "I had to throw her in the water," and so like
they so country.
And so I didn't see the person get thrown in the water to the second time. Yeah. And so then you see the person have to get thrown in the water. You see them, the security try to go help them. But it was just so fascinating, interesting. But it's just seeing the reaction from the black community where we are all kind of coming together on this. But there has to be some pent-up tension that we have in America when it comes to race, because of the fact that this situation here, we are all like basking. And my assumption is I haven't heard white people talk about it at all.
I should go upstairs. I should go upstairs and ask, has anybody seen the video?
Say what video?
And show it to them. And that should be a video, reaction video.
But I think that's another. I think another thing goes is how connected we are as a community, as a black community. We always talk about how we can allow for one person to depict and dictate what the whole community feels. So if a black person does something, we're like, dang, a brother did it, because we understand that we feel like that one instance that they do is going to reflect all of us, whereas white people do not walk around with that same burden of, well, that white person did that, so that's a black eye for us. No, they just say that's one off, and they don't let that dictate and create the narrative for who they are as people. So I think that's the one interesting thing about it, is why we're all so connected to it, because we feel like them people down in Alabama, we right there with them, like that was our team.
Yeah, and I definitely am happy that I have seen a lot of attorneys, like black attorneys on Twitter, saying like, hey, I'm an attorney, I can help you guys, make sure you guys don't serve any time, or represent you in court if need be, so you can get off. So I don't know if you know anybody, if anybody out there knows somebody who's part of that fight, make sure they head over to Twitter or just look up some people, some black folks who are trying to help some of the people who are in the fight to not get in trouble from it.
Yeah, so I'm with you on that one. They should help them. But that was fascinating, entertaining, and that day, August 5th, gonna go down in history. Them video gonna go down in history.
It definitely is.
Just for how entertaining that brawl was. What would you have done if you were there?
You know, I'm going to ask you guys that same question when we return. So you are listening to Nothing But The Truth. If you guys want to call in again or text in, you can call us at 833-212-1017. Let us know how y'all feel about this situation. Would y'all have jumped in? Would you have just watched? I'm going to ask Ben and Kyle and give my answer when we come back.
You are listening to Nothing But The Truth with Melanie Ricks on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 1017 The Truth's Melanie Ricks for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying rent to a landlord and not to yourself? Do you want freedom from paying rent and you're ready to build your own equity? Well, I'm teaming up with X Housing, and X Housing can make it possible for you and your family to own their own home. It's not just a dream anymore. And X Housing has already helped over 3,000 families buy their own home, and you can be next. Oftentimes, your mortgage will be less than your rent, and the average family that X has helped has a mortgage around $800 per month. It's time for you to start building a financial future for you and your family. You can get started on virtual orientation by clicking on the Truth link at xhousing.org. X coaches are ready to help you and your family find the best path to home ownership. There are no restrictions on who can access the program. Just visit xhousing.org today. Lastly, X Housing is in need of general contractors to work on houses, and they'll need 100 contractors by the end of the year. So if you're a contractor and you're looking for some great work, check out xhousing.org today.
Looking for natural health and beauty solutions? Earth Angel Studio has you covered. Our organic products nourish your body and promote overall wellness. Try our unique tea blends for a perfect balance of flavor and health benefits. Join our exclusive membership for first access to new products and services, members-only sales, and exciting prize giveaways. Our experts offer top-quality spiritual health services like yoga, meditation, and Reiki. Visit Earth Angel Studio in Milwaukee, Sherman, Phoenix for transformative health and wellness solutions.
Hi, I am Harmony Allen, and I'm a proud Riverside University High School Tiger. As a rising junior, I'm excited to get involved in the many opportunities that my school offers, such as sports, AP classes, National Honor Society, Student Council, and special events. But mostly what I love about Riverside is our school spirit and Tiger pride. On August 12th, come and see Riverside and get ready to head back to school at the Truth Family Fest from 10 to 3. We will have food trucks, vendors, and entertainment. See you there.
We put our lives on the line for our country. We braved the unknown. We did what we were told. And we lit up. Our cigarette packs were as valuable as the packs on our back. Maybe more. At one point, cigarettes were part of our daily ration. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. And boy, we were smoking 'em. Bumming a smoke was the norm. It was an escape from the reality of dirt, sweat, and forgetting how many days you were so far from home. Never had to worry so long as you had a light, and the smoking lamp was lit. If that was you then, get your lungs screened now. Surviving lung cancer starts with a scan. Learn more at screenyourlungs.org. And thank you for your service. This PSA was made possible by industry funding and guidance from lung cancer patient groups.
You are listening to Nothing But The Truth with Melanie Ricks on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
And now I'm here, and you're sitting there cold stairs, wishing you was here when back then I'll be right there, but I had a little dream myself bad, cause you never could've. And ever since I chose to stay true, say motherfucker me, no motherfucker you. You couldn't trust me, I couldn't trust you, but you never should've. And now I'm here, and you're sitting there cold stairs, wishing you was here when back then I'll be right there, but I had a little
Join the Truth this Saturday, August 12th, for our free and open to the public Truth Family Fest from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Riverside University High School in Milwaukee. This is a can't-miss family-friendly event, and we want the whole community to come out for a great time. There will be live concerts, free haircuts for kids, free backpacks filled with school supplies, delicious foods from vendors, healthcare resources, financial education resources, and free giveaways. We can't wait to see you this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our Truth Family Fest. The Truth Family Fest is sponsored by Ascension, Wisconsin, Listening to You, Caring for You, Educators Credit Union, Achieving More Together, Hunger Task Force, Milwaukee's only free and local food bank, and Wisconsin's anti-hunger leader, Associated Bank, making your money works here, and MATC, you deserve a better alternative, Milwaukee.
So excited for the Truth Family Fest because Ben jamming, you hear him in the background. He is going to be performing, y'all. Probably this song and many other songs. He is leading our live music for the Truth Family Fest, so we are super excited for that. But also, we want to let you know that August is Black Business Month, and the award-winning 1017 The Truth is teaming up with Associated Bank to celebrate the excellence of Black-owned businesses in our community. Together, we are committed to uplifting local organizations and supporting Black businesses, and this is why I, Carrie Noni Juice, will be spotlighting 4 Black businesses in Milwaukee and telling the story of their success. So be sure to follow 1017 The Truth on social media and YouTube so you can watch the incredible stories of these Black-owned businesses. Truth Nation, we encourage you to buy Black all month long. And whatever your financial needs are, Associated Bank can help. Member FDIC. All right, you guys. So as you know, we were talking about the brawl that happened in Montgomery, Alabama on the Riverfront Park. A lot was going down. Our Black folks stood up. It was the caucasity of it all for me. But right now, I want to talk to Miss C. Hi, Miss C. How you doing? And how do you feel about this Montgomery, Alabama brawl?
I'm going to show you how I feel about it with one of these poems I got recorded that I wrote. So listen up.
All right, now no cussing right now. We don't get because I don't want Ben having
to
dump
no, honey, I'm a Christian sweetheart.
Yes, ma'am. I love that. I love that.
Here we go, baby. What? Hold on.
Afraid. Afraid of what? We are not afraid. Afraid because he tried to take my dignity? Afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid because you persecuted me? Afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid because you took away from me my right to gain, to get, to add to me? Afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid because you tried to make me feel as if you were greater than me? Afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid because you said what I could not be? Afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid because you tried to take away from me my rightful personality? Afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid because you wanted to be like me? Afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid because you can't get things done like me? Afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid because you don't have the capabilities and the qualities that you see within me? Afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid because you are so envious and deceitful in your own mind and your own personality. You are afraid of me.
Ooh, Missy, afraid of what? When did you make that?
Excuse me?
When did you write that poem? When did you make that poem?
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that is amazing. I love it. Thank you so much for playing that. But I do have one question for you. If you were there at the riverfront, would you have assisted in the fight? Or would you be kind of just standoffish and like a bystander?
I think my mindset would have been overwhelming. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's a lot going on, so you probably processing it.
Miss C said, "I'm a Christian woman. I
wouldn't have been standing nowhere. I might have had to engage."
I don't know. All right, thank you, Miss
Yeah,
C.
thank you so much, Missy.
You know, I had a friend on social media. He posted. He said, "You know what? White folks forgive us. We still a little bit uptight from slavery."
We are.
Isn't that crazy though?
Wait, what did he say? Forgive us.
He said, "Forgive us. We're a little uptight from slavery."
Oh, not forgive us. No. We're not apologizing for anything. I was agreeing with the last part.
Yeah, I just think that's funny, but no, again, the whole mindset of all this is just insane to me. But would you, Carrie, as we said before break, would you have jumped in?
Would I have, dusted off them elbows, you know what I'm saying? Got the Vaseline ready and popping? Probably not. I ain't gonna lie to you. I, as a media journalist, probably would have been there recording and trying to get the scoop of everything that happened and start interviewing some of the witnesses and talk to the police officers and try to get some information on what went down. That's probably what I would have done. I would have been recording for sure.
Ben, you jumping in?
You know what? I would have partook in some way, shape, fashion, or form. All right, because I'm not a violent individual. However, if that happened to be my uncle or something, I would have jumped in. Or maybe I would have looked at this as a time for me to actually start making some money. All right. I should have just been for every person who decided to hop into the fight, I should have charged them $5. All right.
What? This is not a boxing ring fight for real, man.
I mean, it was though, right? Like people, because actually, if y'all play back the video from the very start of them jumping on the black officer or whatever, there was
assaulting a black man,
assaulting the black man, attacking the black man,
the employee trying to do his job,
trying to beat the brakes off that man as if it was 1886. I'm not with it.
What about you, Kyle?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It all depends, like the situation. If it's somebody I know, I'm 100% jumping in, like 100%. Not even no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If it's somebody I know, I'm jumping in.
But Kyle, you know what it is. When black people get to running, we all get to running at the same time. That's what I think
exactly what happened there. My whole thing is the first brother that came down. If I was in close enough proximity and I saw that, I would have walked up like that first brother to try to break it. I would have been, whoa.
You would have broke it up, or you would have been throwing blows.
I would have tried to throw him off the dude.
Yeah, that would have been my mindset.
I would approach
to break it up.
Yeah,
okay.
Because you can't jump nobody, especially because again, the way I approach life is I love everybody, but there is just a little large piece of me of when I see a brother getting beat up like that, I'm like, oh hell no, we ain't doing that. So I'm not probably going in trying to punch people. I'm going in like, we all out of control. Stop, move.
So why is it, and maybe actually I want to get to my question a little bit after we take this phone call, because we've got Al on the line. Al, I really want to hear what you have to say about the situation. How you doing today?
Well, I'm doing good, but if it was right there and all three of them would have just jumped on him, I would have defended him, because when black people run, that only shows that we don't really have a lot of value. And then, I'm not racist or anything, but when you have like white people come down on black people, you got to come down on them very hard with no chaser, because they have no limit and they have no chill. And they've been setting an example. So I would have helped protect them, because what if that was my father or my brother?
You would have jumped in, huh?
Of course, if it's three white men on one brother, and they're going to go hard, I would have helped protect him, but I'm not going to let you beat him in front of me.
Al, I think you hit a really good point of why we so connected. Because what if that was my brother, my cousin, my father? I think that's the thing, especially being an older black dude. You just feel a sense of we can't allow that to happen. And that's what all them black folks who saw that happening. And they, you get a group of people where you see one move, we all moving. Because once the brother started swimming, you knew other people for sure was going to join in that mug. And so I think it's the sense that you just see this
and they
elderly
also
black
love it.
man.
And they also love it when black people run, because they feel black people still got PTSD from slavery.
I don't know about running away. I might run backwards now. Once I commit,
no, I'm just saying, but they right. No, I'm just saying when black people don't get involved, the other side likes that, because they see that that a lot of black people still live in fear.
Oh yeah, I understand that. Al.
I think black people still retreat and live in fear nowadays.
Hell yeah,
they sure do.
You think so?
Because think about when every time something happens, what they say, well, we're nonviolent. But they've been using violence on black people since many of years, and even today with black people, and we're done worse than anybody. They still will push back that they're nonviolent, but these people understand violence against nonviolence still equal violence. And any way it go, nonviolence still gonna take a loss, and you're still gonna suffer. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Al. We appreciate you. We got Rob as well on the line. Hey, Rob, how you doing? And how do you feel about this brawl that happened in Montgomery, Alabama?
Hey, Miss Beautiful Melody Ricks. I'm just saying that I feel, first of all, yeah, you beautiful. But first of all, I feel that it's out of order. You welcome. They shouldn't have did it. But so I'm not for violence. I really think it's only necessary if it's for the protect and serve. But if it were me, and I was there, I would have been the one swimming across the river to jump in and help save that brother, because
brother said he would turn into Michael Phelps.
Yeah, I swim. I'm a swimmer, so I know how to swim real good. But I would have been there to help swim across the river to help save that brother, because he was in distress. When he threw his head up in the air, he felt like he didn't have no other option, and he was alone, and he needed help. If it was somebody that I knew, my son, my uncle, my nephew, my father, I would have wanted somebody to help him. Even me, I would have wanted somebody to help me. So I put myself in those shoes. And I think that today especially, if we stick together like that, a lot of this brutality and stuff that we experience will stop.
Right.
Especially as businesses in our neighborhoods, we can stick together and pull together like that. We can get back to unity, and we can help each other instead of tearing each other down.
Truth Nation, y'all making some great points. Rob, I think you hit it too, because when the brother was in distress, and I know for a fact, if he would have got whooped like that, and he would have got up, he would have looked around at all the black people and said, y'all all wrong. You're going to let them jump on me like that?
Literally.
Like, he for real, his expectation, he knew for a fact it was too many black people around. He knew for a fact it was too many black people around here. When he decided that he was going to throw hands with the dude, when the dude swung at him, he knew for a fact the reinforcements was going to come. It was entirely too many black people around not to come. He knew it was coming.
Yeah, because if he felt that he wasn't in a situation where his life was being threatened or he was in jeopardy, he wouldn't take off that hat. He would have just continued to try to do his job and took the lashes that he was going to get. But he took that hat off and threw it in the air.
Yeah, 2 tens in a bucket. He said,
that's
let's go.
That's a sickness of distress, and he needs help.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Rob, for your comments. I appreciate you so much for calling in. And this is a great a segue, as you will, for the question that I was about to ask you, Kyle, because you had said something that I wanted to kind of touch on before. You said that if it would have been someone you know, you would have jumped in, right?
Oh, 100%.
But I guess what's the difference? Like, what's stopping you from helping somebody else that you don't know? You know, when you see that they're in distress or they might need some help or you know what I'm saying? Because it makes me think about how. You want to do that? Okay.
I think that's great. I think that's a great question. But really, what at the end of the day, what's stopping people from jumping in and helping their brothers when you see them in distress?
Exactly.
Just like the George Floyd incident. Everybody held up their camera. What's stopping people?
Exactly. So we are going to talk more about that and dive a little bit more into just this more communal idea. Make sure you guys call us or text us if you want to get in on the conversation. 833-212-1017. This is Nothing But The Truth with Melanie Ricks, who is on assignment, and I am your girl, Noni Juice. We'll be right back.
Nothing But The Truth with Melanie Ricks returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The award-winning 1017 The Truth team is hiring. We are currently seeking a motivated individual who is looking to grow their career with the truth as a marketing manager. If you have a passion for coordinating events, designing and executing sales marketing campaigns, developing teammates, and growing the Truth brand, then this is the career opportunity for you. Good Karma Brands offers full benefits with medical, vision, dental, and PTO. To join the home of Milwaukee Black Talk, visit goodkarmabrands.com/careers. That's goodkarmabrands.com/careers. Good Karma Brands is an equal opportunity employer.
At Associated Bank, they know opportunity can't wait. If you're a female or minority small business owner, their Community Uplift loans could be for you. Their loans range from $5,000 to $50,000. Get funds in as little as one business day. Talk to a relationship manager today about a Community Uplift loan and other business banking services. Call 800-270-7725, visit AssociatedBank.com, or stop by your local branch. Because you help build the Midwest and your neighborhoods, they have your back. Associated Bank, your money works here. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC. Equal opportunity lender.
Want to save energy and money? With an energy efficient home, you will use less and save more. We Energies has simple tips to help you reduce energy costs, like unplug fully charged cell phones to avoid wasted energy or clear furniture or rugs away from vents to improve airflow. Get a free online home energy assessment and learn more energy saving tips at WeEnergies.com. We Energies, simple, smart savings.
LabCorp Clinical Trials is becoming Fortrea Clinical Trials. Their name has changed, but they remain committed to bringing you the same great experience, professionalism, and new opportunities under their new Fortrea name. Same great people, same great location, over 40 years in business, and a new website, FortreaClinicalTrials.com. That's FORTREA clinicaltrials.com. Be sure to check them out right now so that you can find ways to help them advance medicine while still making money at your full-time job. Again, that's FortreaClinicalTrials.com.
Truth Nation, we want you to join us for our free and open to the public Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 12th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Riverside University High School in Milwaukee. We are bringing the community together for a free family festival. There will be free haircuts for the kids, free backpacks filled with school supplies, amazing food, and most importantly, spoken word and music that will touch your soul. Hosted by your boy Benjamin. There will be music performed by Wisconsin's very own Deja E.
Do you really wanna take things there?
Alex Now.
Where's that? Keep that shit away from me.
Wave Chappelle. Genesis Wingy. And Beat Council's very own Obadiah Bennett, Armand Wiltz, and Jazz Jutley. Spoken word performed by Sam Alford and the students of Riverside University High School with drumline performances from the Milwaukee Hitters. We can't wait to see you this Saturday on August 12th. The Truth Family Fest is sponsored by Central Wisconsin, Educators Credit Union, Hunger Task Force, MATC, and Associated Bank.
You are listening to Nothing But The Truth with Melanie Ricks on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Just in my zone now, cause my figure's up. All you chose me, calm down. Louis pouch across my body, this is not for fashion. This is not a playground, ain't no fist fight blasting. Say they looking for me like I'm not right here, man. If I tell it tears, I'll be crying to my bed, man. I'm trying to I've been inside for 13 years now. I've been
Truth Nation, we want to celebrate the survivors of breast cancer and highlight their stories of fighting and thriving through their diagnoses. Please visit the 101.7 The Truth YouTube page to watch my interview with our beloved general manager, Cherie Harris, as she discusses how she thrived through her diagnosis. To celebrate her journey, and for a limited time only, we are selling specialty 1017 The Truth shirts. So go to 1017thetruth.com right now to purchase your limited edition Thrive Through shirt and support us, y'all, because all sale proceeds go to support the Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin Breast Cancer Care and Research Fund. Again, to support this effort, we ask that you visit 1017thetruth.com to purchase a limited edition Truth shirt and support the fight against breast cancer.
Can't wait till my shirt get in.
Oh, you ordered one?
I'm going to be ordering one.
Oh, okay. Because the last day is what, August?
Friday, the 11th.
Friday, yeah. So make sure y'all get it in. But, we're talking about Montgomery, Alabama and the brawl that happened. And right now we got Miss Rose on the line. The race war.
In Montgomery.
Miss Rose, we only have a couple minutes, so try to, make it a little short. But what you got to say, Miss Rose? How you doing today?
They need to profile all those white people and all other in their backgrounds and possibly the mentality of a possible racial discrimination to put up, because they're going to use everything to show that they were reasonable for what happened. They're going to turn everything around, because for every one side there's going to be another side, and there needs to be a fundraiser set up. They can use that film to kind of get to show support from at least Wisconsin, the city of Milwaukee, that we are supporting the people who supported and our black brother and sister.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ms. Rose, for tapping in. And I agree, they could try to switch the narrative, but luckily we have that video, and hopefully they'll use that as evidence. It's like, no.
Shout out to the police department, too. I think they did a great job handling the situation, because them police definitely arrested the right people right away.
Oh, yes, they most definitely did. But before we left, and with just a few, 2 minutes that we have left, I kind of just want to go back to what I was saying before about just why would we only help out, or I don't want to say everybody, but you, Kyle, I'm going to point you out.
You say me. I can tell you why.
Why would you only want to help, or why is it that some people only want to help if it's somebody that they know, when they know that somebody might be in distress? Because I feel like back in the day, during the civil rights era, we were definitely more together in a communal type of way where we supported each other.
Everybody wasn't marching.
It was majority, though, would you say?
No.
You don't think it was majority of black people?
No.
It wasn't majority.
No,
well, I'm going to say it's majority.
It wasn't even close to majority of black people. Just like the majority of songs
they sure made it look like it.
He wasn't singing. But but no, just my whole thing is the reason why I'm not running up on just something random. Again, the way it started off, yes. Now, once the brawl started happening, would I have jumped in? No. When everybody was fighting, they got that handle. I don't know what anybody got. I'm not finna get shanked, stabbed, or anything like that for somebody I do not know.
Right.
But that scenario, somebody needs to step in and break it up. And that's what I would have did, but I definitely don't know if I would have came in throwing hands.
No, I guess I do.
I can't be on video.
I do understand that as well. You know, you don't want to jump in there and you don't know what people got on them, and you don't want to lose your life all the time trying to,
shotgun in that I know.
defend somebody else.
You're scared. That's all. You're just a little scared. You know.
So you would have jumped in?
Hell yeah. That's my uncle. That's
Not
somebody.
not your uncle.
honestly,
Not your uncle. It's
you know what?
somebody uncle.
You know what? No, in all honesty, yeah, I would have jumped in. There's been many times in my life, and all honesty, I've jumped into different little squabbles where I felt like somebody who, going back down to my childhood, somebody jumping on someone who was slower or having. Yeah, my boy Dominique, he's slow.
Stop saying
he is
slow,
okay. My
bro.
boy is slow.
Ben used to dress up as a dog.
Well, come on now, come on. Look, that's besides the point. But all I'm trying to say is, at the end of the
That's why
day,
he was on that daggone short bus.
if I see somebody picking on somebody who's weaker than them, I'm jumping in and I'm finna either stop the fight. I'm finna jump into the fight because y'all shouldn't be doing these types of things. What they did for down there in Alabama, Montgomery, is what they should have did for George Floyd and hopped in and just didn't record.
Well, we appreciate you, Truth Nation, for tapping in.
Wait a minute.
I said I wasn't jumping in. I said I was going to be recording and being media and getting and reporting on the situation.
Man.
Okay,
You're part of the problem.
You know,
I gotta get the facts, y'all. I gotta get the facts.
Carrie is that king not jumping in no fights. No fights.
I almost got jumped, okay, when I was in elementary, but that's beside the point. Thanks for y'all tapping in. This was Nothing But The Truth with Melanie Riggs, who was on assignment. I'm your girl, Noni Juice. That's Kyle Wallace. That's been jamming, and Tori Lowe is up next.
Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth Business Spotlight this Thursday at 3:57 p.m. between The Tori Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We will be speaking with Lauren Zerline, partner and attorney at Tayback Law, about Social Security disability benefits and how Tayback Law can help you get all the SSI or SSDI benefits which are owed to you. Again, that's the Business Spotlight with Tayback Law this Thursday at 3:57 p.m. on the new 1017 The Truth.
I noticed